Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, and Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on... down, second down coming. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this team talked all week, man, about creating belief and something good happening early for this offense. Like, we know we're on the two-game skid, but we're not that far away from being 2-0 or being more competitive. And so they wanted to start fast. So going 3 and out, man, you can feel it. Just takes a little bit of the life out of this squad. This defense is going to have to come out, set the tone early for them.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Inside, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. They'll go with a direct snap. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Throwing more. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style. A 66-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
With the catch, it's Bowman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. there's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Got his man on the outside. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking for room. It's Hill. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
On the option. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might be changing the route. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside. It's Jordan. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corner's going to give them room. He'll try it again. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 8 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Breaks into the open to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. But I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Tackled immediately after the catch. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The receiver on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a ruck. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Under fire, and he never had a chance.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. In the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the ball.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Moore to throw. Bring in the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Dante Moore escapes the pressure going right. That's caught. It's Gresham. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Finding some room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He wants to change this route. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The run inside. It's Jordan. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing more. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Got his man. Past the 40. Snags it and he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. right back to the well. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Backed up now, here's second and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Shows him the stiff arm.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came